Hey guys, this is Jacob Roley. My PDGA number is 88840. I'm rated 946 right now. We're out here at Adora Park in Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm originally from Illinois. Met Max up in Milwaukee. He was my catcher, and I was the left-handed pitcher for him. So this is my in the bag. We start off with my two putting judges. Great plastic. It's a classic blend burst. I've been switching in and out with these. I just love them. I've been putting with them for a couple years now and can't get away from them. Tried the links, had to go back to judges. So that's the judges. I also throw with another judge. It was one of my past putting judges, but now I throw with it. It's a little bit understable, which I really like. I get that nice hyzer flip up and it holds that little turnover line, so really love this classic blend judge. One of my last putters is a classic Marshall. It's a little bit beefier, so I can get that little anhyzer line and have it fight back over to the right if I need to. I can get to go out flat and stay straight if I need to. Nice hard plastic. Yeah, I love it so far. One thing I forgot to mention is actually I've been switching my bag over from Innova plastic, and so I've been moving all over to the Trilogy line, which I love the plastic lines that they have, and so a lot of times I'll reference back to the Innova company. My last putter today is a Harp. Love the BT Harp medium burst. Just love it out of my hand. A lot of times I throw for forehands, and yeah, it's just like that old reliable overstable putter. Not to mention I am a lefty, so you get a lot of shots from that. So alright, we'll get into some mid-range here. I got 5 in the bag right now. We'll start off with my two truths. I got a nice classic and a fusion burst EMAC truths, both EMAC truths. This white one's a little bit understable. Love it in the woods so far. I can just hold it on that flat line, have it anhyzer through the flat line. It does have a little bit harder fade at the end. And then this other EMAC truth, which is that burst plastic, a little bit softer than this one is. But yeah, I love it for that straight line. It'll hold that line all the way through. Doesn't have as much fade as this white one is, but I love it for those tunnel shots. Next up on the list is a Verdict, the Prime Verdict. I've been testing this one out. It's kind of similar to, maybe a little bit less stable than a Gator in the Innova line, which is what I've been throwing. So far I love it. I can just put it out there and know that it's going to hyzer. I can put it on an anhyzer line and know it's going to hyzer back over. So that's the Verdict. I got 2 other ones. The Warrant, I've been testing that one out. Very understable. It's the Lucid Warrant. I know if I put this up on a hyzer, it's going to flip over for sure. Don't take it out of the bag too much. It's a little bit too flippy for me. I'm going to probably switch this one out eventually. But yeah, that's the Warrant. And then the last mid-range I got in the bag is the Westside Bard. I just picked this one up from Paid Shoe. And it's a cool disc. Very overstable. Kind of like this Verdict. Alright, let's go back to our drivers. I'm going to start off with the Felons. I got 2 Felons, a Lucid, and I'm pretty sure this one's also a Lucid. It's got a nice Captain America stamp on it, both top and bottom stamp. Both fly exactly the same. I expected going into the Felon being more like a Firebird. It's not like a fire, or at least these aren't like a Firebird. These are a little bit less stable than a Firebird. I do throw these on a forehand a lot of the times. Don't really backhand these too much. because they're too flippy for me. But definitely for that forehand, I can get out maybe 350 feet with these. So yeah, both of these Felons exactly the same. Love them so far. I got one Convict in the bag, Fusion Burst Convict. Loving these. It's actually very similar to the Leopard 3s, which I still have a Leopard 3 in my bag. I love it. I mean, if I were to be sponsored and have a disc that I have signatured, Leopard 3 would definitely be it. I pulled out this one as well, which is a River, which is basically the same thing in the sense as a Leopard 3. All three of these discs are great. Obviously, Leopard 3 I've been throwing for a while. Flies great, has that understable finish, and I can pop it up there on a hyzer and have it turn over. River, same thing. I can have it pop up, stay straight. Has a little bit more fade than the Leopard 3 does, but the River so far that I've been trying out has been great. I love it. And then that Convict that I'm going back to is also flies a little bit less understable, so it's more overstable, but so far I love it. Great shots with it. I've been throwing this one more than the River, so that's the Convict. Next in the bag is a Oddie. This thing is beefier than the beefiest disc I've ever seen. This thing, you grab the most overstable Firebird, that's this disc. Like, super trustworthy. I only throw it on forehands unless I really need that spike hyzer backhand, but I can get that flex turnover with my forehand. So yeah, that's the Oddie. Next in my bag, I can't take it out. It's my roller disc, the Roadrunner. Again, going back to the Nova line, Roadrunner, I can put it out there and have it know that I'm going to have it on that roller line. Whether I need it longer roll, I'll put it out there on that hyzer line more often. If I need a shorter and have it go left more, I can have it on a flat line, have it turn over and get back to the left. I'm never throwing this one in the air unless I am up in the mountains. But yeah, that's the Champion Roadrunner. Next in my bag is the Gladiator. The Gladiator, I haven't really thrown too much. I've thrown it probably 3 times. Very flat, stays straight. It's the Gladiator. I mean, nothing else you can say about it. So, next in my bag, I got 2 of the exact same trespasses, except different color. Both lucids. Yeah, I love these trespasses so far. Big distance driver, I can have it come out flat and I know it's going to turn over. If I'm trying to throw this Sky Annie, I know it's going to hold that line, and then eventually at the end it's going to hyzer back over. Trespasses I've been throwing for max distance. These trespasses are amazing. I mean, just getting into the plastic and getting into this new company, these have been great. Similar to the Destroyer, maybe a little bit more understable, but I love them. And then on my other distance drivers, I got 3 Raiders of the brand new. I got a Fusion, and then one I got from my buddy Bruce out here at Adora Park. Cool Raider stamp. So, and then this last one is a Lucid, or not Lucid, same thing as the Fusion Raider. Trying to get used to these disc plastics. But yeah, I got 3 Raiders. This blue one is very overstable for me. Picture a brand new like Paul Macbeth Destroyer. That's basically what this Raider is. But yeah, I've been loving this Raider so far. It's been great. These last 2 beating a little bit more than that blue one, but both actually super flippy, understable, and but I know it has a lot harder fade than the trespass, so I know it's for sure going to come back. It's going to get back to the pin if I need to. So that's the Raiders.
So, Roley, do you want to tell us a little bit about your bag?
I got the new Grip AX4. I just got it from during Thanksgiving for Christmas, and shout out to my wife for getting it for me. It's a great bag. I've been loving it so far. Been playing out here in the winter through these rugged months of Colorado. A little bit chillier this morning, but I love this bag. It's so much room. Fits about, I'd say, 23 discs in the main compartment, and then obviously 4 putters in the top. So yeah, that's the bag.
And then what was the first ever disc you ever got?
Funny thing you ask. I got it right here. I put it in just because I knew Max would ask this question. It's the Inovaline Champion Thunderbird. This thing is the oldest thing, and I've had it, and it's awesome. Thunderbird's just the first disc I've loved.
Right on. And then if you could play a round with 3 other people, pros, family, friends, whoever, who would it be?
Well, I know my wife out there would be saying I should be playing with her, but I'm going to have to say Nate Sexton, Simon Lizotte, and then Big Germ. That'd be a great card right there.
And then last question, what is your favorite course you've ever played?
Favorite course I've ever played? Well, it depends on if you're in the Midwest or if you're out here in the West in Colorado. I would say out here in Colorado it would have to be either Bailey or Beaver Ranch up in the mountains. If I'm back in Midwest, I would have to say Fairfield or Marengo. Marengo's a really nice course. So.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.